awards James Corden and film and television star Eugene Levy. Plus, January continues with a lesson in hatchet throwing as we begin Ryan's hobby search. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning. Wednesday, January 24th already, 2018.
I know.
It's kind of, by the way, you look, are we having a meeting today? Because you look like you're about to make decisions. I like this.
No,
this is a decision-making outfit.
I'm decision-free right now.
Decision-free? Let's hold a meeting. I mean,
my only decision is, you know, what to do with all my free time today. Just kidding. That's a joke.
And also, you were just saying as we turned the corner, you're growing out your hair, right? So are we committed to growing it out?
I've had the same sort of chin-length bob for about 5 years, and as anybody who works here knows, that for 5 years I've been growing out my hair. And I get to this point, and then I cut it. Because right now, my impulse is to take cuticle scissors and cut my hair off.
We're making decisions.
Not gonna do it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull it back into a ponytail and ignore it. Because it needs to get 2 inches longer, and then it'll be a normal hairstyle. I think. Or I'll cut it.
Right. No, I know. We're going to have to talk you off the ledge on a regular basis here. Put the scissors away backstage, okay?
It's been hard for me, because every time I look in the mirror, I see, like, I see the Halloween wig staring back at me, you know?
Diane, hide the shears back there.
I know. I know.
So what's the goal length? Is it, where do you want to take it?
The goal length is I would like it to be at my collarbone. I want a collarbone length, just so I can have a normal ponytail.
Yeah, well.
Because right now I have like that, you know, the man bun? I am the man bun. When I go to SoulCycle, I have a man bun and the instructor has a man bun. And the two of us stare at each other and I'm like, I guess I'm biting your luck.
Johnny?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But you look great. You look like you're ready.
Thanks, and you look great. This is my favorite suit, you know.
Well, I rotate it every 5 days, so. Just so I can hear
You also need to wear this on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, well, I found out that I'm 3% Irish on 23andMe, so it's a...
Hey, is that true?
It's the first year I'll be celebrating as an Irishman.
Maybe we're related.
Maybe we are. That must be what it is.
Yes, because my mom is half Irish.
Yeah, 3% and a half, or, you know, it's a little bit of a stretch, but I'm going with it.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It'll be a whole different thing for St. Patrick's.
What else did you find out? Like, what are you mostly?
Well, I was hoping for a lot. Yeah, I really wanted to be, like, my parents were born in Pennsylvania. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's very diverse.
It's very diverse. The North, the South. Thank you for cheering for the whitest man in America. I was hoping I wanted some Latin.
I always think there's Latin in there.
I know, me too, but there's not.
I know, but I can't believe that.
I can't. Well, see the dance segments we do. I think I'm Latin until I see myself move. And then I realize, no.
Well, what's the other percentages?
There's some English, there's some German. Oh, there's German, which is great, but I wanted Spanish. I wanted Italian.
Yeah.
You know, because I speak English and Italian.
I know you do. Yeah. It's very funny.
Come on, where are we going tonight?
He texted me and he said, do you have any good Italian teachers?
I figured the kids might be learning.
Well, my kids had Italian lessons. I had them in a full, like an immersive program called Italian for Toddlers. I go, I do, but they're like for toddlers. And he goes, that's perfect for me.
That's great. It's true. I was having spaghetti, and I was in an Italian restaurant, and I was talking English and Italian. And I said, you know what? Shayna, we should take Italian lessons. This would be great. I bet Kelly knows of an Italian tutor.
I do.
And she knows. Anything infant, I ask her for.
I know.
She sends me in the right direction.
Yeah, yeah. That could be your other hobby.
Hobby, yes. Do you know what we're...
Oh, I know what we're doing today. Look, listen to me.
I know.
Look at me.
I should have heard you the first time.
I told you. Before he got here, I said, there's some things you should know.
It was a 5-hour phone call. some things.
Don't ever say anything ever out loud unless you want to have to live it on the air. Like one day I said, oh, I wish I could figure skate like they do in the Olympics. Next thing I know, every year I'm figure skating right here. They're like, we're gonna fill the studio floor with this polymer fabric that you slide on with ice skating blades, but it's plastic, and it's gonna be amazing. And you see me shuffling out there like Adrian from Rocky.
As an Olympic hopeful.
As a hopeful.
Well, today, Gelman has decided that as part of my New Year's resolutions, I was looking for new pursuits, new hobbies, right? And he decided that hatchet throwing would be a good one.
So wait, I want to understand this. I want to understand this exactly. So Gelman wants to learn how to throw a hatchet because you just said that Gelman thought that one of your hobbies should be hatchet throwing.
Yes. Is it fun?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's one of your favorite activities,
Oh, yeah,
is that
I do it
right?
all the time.
You
No, I did it
hatchet
this
throw.
morning for the first time
Well,
rehearsal.
by the way, I met Stu, who's the instructor, and he was telling me that this is very popular at divorce parties, breakup parties. No, I'm not kidding. And
That's a good idea.
no, didn't he also say baby naming parties?
They do that? Sure.
Yeah, so I said, can you have booze and throw these things? And he said, absolutely. You got to bring your own, but you can do it.
Imagine that, booze and hatchets. What could go wrong?
It's coming up in 32 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Right here.
By the way, just because we're talking about booze and hatchets and exercise,
And Olympic hopefuls.
I saw something last night. I was going to SoulCycle, okay? I saw something last night. Above SoulCycle, there's a hot yoga studio. I never noticed it before. I really have never. I sort of check out. I put in my headphones, I put in my earbuds, and
Your man
sometimes
bun.
I arrive and I'm like, how did I get here? You know what I mean? Like, you ever
Yeah.
do that thing
Yeah.
where you're like, how did I get here?
Yeah, all the time.
So I arrive at SoulCycle, but I didn't cross the street, so I'm on the opposite corner. So normally I just arrive at SoulCycle and I'm in front of SoulCycle. This time I'm across the street and I look up and I see, Schulweiss is laughing. Do you know what I'm about to say? I see the hottest guy. I'm not kidding. I'm not proud and I don't want to sound creepy. But I stood outside for 5 minutes watching this guy in the window do his hot yoga. And I do mean it was like hot yoga. It was like hot yoga because they heat up the room.
And then you have
But it was a hot guy doing hot yoga. And everybody else was a woman. But you could tell, he wasn't the teacher. Oh, no.
Oh, he's a smart guy.
He was just the guy
Clever.
doing the hot yoga, shirtless, of course. I don't know where I was going. I just wanted to tell you.
Wait, I'm very curious. Wow.
I don't
I've never
know.
seen you blush.
And
This
then
is the first blush
and
I've
then
seen.
the end.
The end, and then I was there. Well, just hold on. You are not getting off the hook that easily. What is your type? What's he look like? Describe him in great detail.
No, I mean, I didn't even know if he had a face. I was just. It was the back of him, but he was like, he looked like he was wearing the superhero costume, but on the outside, like, you know, like if you would have.
The abs are here.
It was all like cuts in the back, and again, the shiny quality. I'm so sorry, lady. I know the lady's like, she's like, please, enough. No, you're gonna hear this, lady. The sweat was dripping down.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Not that I paid any attention at all.
On
but
his smooth skin.
on his smooth, yes, he was very.
Not a
he
lot
was
of hair on
very,
this guy.
He was very caramel colored, you know. Not that I paid. And then I realized, I'm like, did SoulCycle start?
No wonder you have that glow today.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's
And then
great.
and then my hair grew an inch. They found her on the corner smoking a cigarette. Spin shoes in one hand.
Drool.
I don't know.
It's funny because when I see a guy like that, I saw a guy sitting on a bench as I was walking. It was warm yesterday even, right?
Yeah.
And I saw a guy sitting on a bench, and he actually had his shirt off, and he too had that look. It's different for me. I instantly get annoyed.
Right.
Like, it actually kind of pisses me off that
Right.
It's like, we know you've got it.
Yeah.
Do you need to sit outside the coffee shop? I mean, I get it if you're in the
Well,
yoga
that's
class.
desperate. He's obviously very insecure.
Well,
I think
he got my
shirtless guy.
attention.
Yeah.
And I actually said to Shannon, we walked by, and of course she's like, oh, look at that. I'm like, yeah, look at that. We should tell him to put a shirt on.
Yeah, he's going to get sick.
Yeah. And he made me sick walking. Show up.
It's
frustrating.
Was he near the East 83rd Street Soul Cycle?
He was, no.
Oh, because it could have been, what if we saw the same guy, but we had totally different
This guy had a little bit of a happy trail hair thing going on, so it was.
Oh yeah, no, I couldn't see if he had a happy trail because his back was to me, and B, the window got in the way of seeing what was happening. He could have been it could have been a full nude class. But he would have been the only nude one, because the women were all completely dressed. But you could tell those women were like, everybody was the appropriate distance away from each other, except they were all really close to this guy.
This is when I know your husband's out of the country.
I know. Right? Can you tell? Can you tell my husband is safely out of the country?
He's safely in Canada right now.
Yeah, right. That's right.
And working.
Right.
Hey, so.
And we'll cut all of this out.
Well, no, this
for
is
the
live.
Canadian feed.
This is live.
But for the Canadian West Coast feed, we'll just cut it right out of the show.
Did I forget that? Did I forget the picture that I showed you in my dressing room?
What photo? What photo?
Oh, I didn't give it to you? All right, well, it's
photo?
back there if anybody's back there.
What is it?
No, the Amazon. So when I get home in the evening, about the time we settle and have something to eat, the doorbell rings, and it's Amazon.
Yeah.
And the first delivery was nuts. And, you know, it comes in Shayna's name.
What kind of nuts?
Almonds.
Okay.
I said, well, can't we get the almonds at the store? Oh, it's so much easier to order the large bag and it's delivered.
Because she does a lot with her nuts. Like, she does almond milk, and then she makes almond crackers out of the pulp, and she, like, does a lot.
We do. We're both of us fans of almond milk, and yes, she does all those things. She's very creative with it. So then the doorbell rings again. And Amazon, by the way, I feel like for Valentine's Day, I've got to get this Amazon guy something, because I see him as much as I see her.
Oh, that's sweet.
Right?
I bet he would appreciate
Nice
that.
guy.
Gave him, like, a little box of candy.
So now, this comes, another box. I open it up, and I look at it, and I can't quite figure out what it is. See that?
Is that a food scale?
Well, so I immediately think it has to do with orthodonture or something that had to do with our mouths in the bathroom.
Orthodonture?
Yeah.
Why would you think that?
Well, I thought maybe it was something that you put your toothbrush in or your
mouth
guard in to cleanse it.
Huh. I would not think
What would you
that.
think it is?
A food scale.
No. So I take it to the bathroom and I plug it in and I put my toothbrush in it.
You just put your toothbrush in it.
I put it in it. I close it. A light on the top comes on, like a little tanning bed for the toothbrush. So Shayna comes in. She says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm cleaning my toothbrush." She said, "That's a phone sanitizer." I said, "All right, great." Well, so I put my phone in. 10 minutes, and it totally cleans your phone. $60 on Amazon.
No kidding.
It's a phone sanitizer.
Wait, so it sanitizes your phone?
A light comes on, a black light, a blue light, whatever kind of
Whatever light sanitizes.
And it cleans your phone totally. And with the flu everywhere, I thought this is the perfect thing.
That's a great idea.
She was thinking ahead. Just not for your orthodonture.
But you could put your...
It's just UV light.
I guess, but after my phone is in, I don't want to put my toothbrush in.
But if it's killing the germs, isn't it killing the germs?
In theory,
Or
but-
do you think there are different kinds of germs?
I mean, clean enough to put it in your mouth, I'm not so sure, but we have a clean phone now.
Yeah. I want to get that.
Your night was much hotter than mine.
No, my night was just... No, I have to tell you, the story was so much longer than the actual encounter. I love that I'm calling it an encounter. The fact that I creeped up on some guy and objectified him through the window, which is so creepy.
But guess who's going to Soul Cycle tonight?
I have a feeling you'll all meet me there. I wonder what his name is. Hey, if you were the guy above Soul Cycle in the hot yoga class, go to our inbox and send us a picture, and I'll identify you by your back.
Hey,
It'd be like a Cinderella moment.
I think Mark needs to come home this weekend.
Yes, you're right, probably.
I think it's time.
Probably.
Daddy
He
needs to
can
come
never
home.
see this, so everybody make sure, like, you know, turn that TV off.
All right, Gelman's uncomfortable.
He is. Gelman's very uncomfortable because Gelman is like, wait a minute.
We need hatchet.
I was in that hot yoga class last night.
And I, too, felt the same. All right, on today's show, James Corden is here. You make me happy.
Plus, Eugene Levy is here.
And as you heard, January is not over. We're searching for hobbies, so today I'm going to learn a hobby called hatchet.
You do see, though, January is not over, but it's petering out. Can't you tell?
Yeah.
It's really limping to its conclusion.
Well, I think today, actually, there's action in this one today.
No, there is.
You're going to be good at this. You're
No,
gonna
I'm
be
not,
great
and I'm
at
going to
this.
tell you why.
No, you are.
And I already told them, I'm like, listen, everybody over here, and you can watch when I throw these balls, I have terrible aim. Anything I go to throw here goes over here. So if
watch
I'm
out
throwing
in that
a
section.
hatchet there, anybody over here could lose a face. Okay. I'm just saying.
Get the mat.
Okay. All right. As they make their way out, it's time for Snowway Travel Trivia.
Just can't get it.
There's, so we've cycled through all of them now. We're back to pizza. Huh?
It was a favorite. It was a fan favorite.
I like pizza because it just goes right
You're
in.
not hungry? I know, mine doesn't. Apparently, I'm full.
Your mouth is not quite as large as mine.
Oh, there you go. All right.
If I lean again, will I get Budweiser? No, just pizza.
Look, Mom, grown-ups on TV.
Mike Caruthers from
Brothers.
Columbia. Caruthers
Where
from
is he? Oh,
Maryland.
he's over there.
Where is he?
Mike, I'm not gonna lie, I missed your entire dance. Was it any good?
It was pretty good.
I just assumed I couldn't see you because everybody was blocking you over here. I didn't realize you were even over there.
Well, at least you saw me at hot yoga yesterday.
Yeah.
Let us see your back.
I thought you looked familiar, Mike.
All right, we're calling Stephanie from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, to see if Stephanie's watching right now. I'm on a trip somewhere warm. Mike, well done.
It was funny.
That's the first time we've heard someone say that on this show. Okay. What do you think she's gonna answer?
No.
No.
Oh, you want us to do something fun?
Hello, Stephanie?
This is Stephanie.
Stephanie?
Oh gosh, I'm nervous. I already know your voice.
I know, it's amazing, right? Like, his voice is instantly recognizable.
Ah,
This is Ryan Seacrest and Kelly Ripa, and you are on the air. Good morning.
good morning.
What are you up to this morning, Steph?
You know, I'm just finishing up making a pot of ham and green bean soup before I am ready to set travel to Las Vegas.
Oh.
Oh, Fun.
to
Can
go.
you tell us what's happening in Vegas, or does it need to stay there?
I have to share, or my husband would question me.
Oh.
I work for New York Puzzle Company, and we attend the gift show twice a year. And so we go there, and we have all kinds of buyers from all over the U.S. who come and purchase our product for stores like TJ Maxx, Nordstrom, Barnes & Noble.
Wow.
Cool.
Wow.
That sounds like a fun job.
It is very fun.
We should call you back when we're Christmas shopping. You can help us out.
Yeah.
I'll give you a discount.
Hey,
we'll
thanks.
take it.
Yeah, yeah. We'll spin the wheel, see what you're playing for, okay, Steph?
Okay.
Here's a great prize, the Tonka Verde Ranch in Tucson, Arizona. 7 days and 6 nights. It's all inclusive. This is a prize valued at $6,500. You have 20 seconds and only one guess, Stephanie. Good luck.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
On yesterday's show, we talked with This Is Us star Susan Kelechi Watson. Who did Susan say she played in a music video?
Oh, my gosh. I'm so nervous. I'm having a brain fart.
No, no, don't brain fart.
Don't worry. You have 10 seconds. It's a big
Oh,
time,
my gosh.
big time artist video.
Music video.
Yeah, she's playing. Yeah, who'd she play? No guesses? Well, it was the adult Blue Ivy in Jay-Z's
Jay-Z's music video.
Family Feud. Shoot.
I just can't talk.
That's all right.
No, it's
Hey,
okay. Don't
guess
worry.
what?
You're still going to get a great prize.
And you're going to Las Vegas.
Yeah. Life is
Not
good.
so bad.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Still going to have fun.
We didn't give you the trip, but
Yeah.
you're going.
No, that's okay.
You and a lucky member of our studio audience will each receive a $500 gift certificate from Eddie Bauer. So that's good. So please pick a number between 1 and 213.
11.
11.
Congratulations. Stephanie, have a great trip. Enjoy your soup. Thanks for watching James Corden after the break.
Still ahead on live, Eugene Levy. Kelly and Ryan take up hatchet throwing as Ryan searches for a hobby. Coming up next, James Corden.
And it did very, very well. It was wonderful. I sort of can't believe it was only when I was talking to someone backstage, and it was 6 years ago. It feels like another lifetime, you know?
Sure.
Like, we moved here, my son we came when he was 1, he took his first steps literally over the road from where we are right now. And now, yeah, and now he's
life
6.
has totally changed.
Now he's 6, he just FaceTimed me. I'm like, how'd you even...
Know how to do
I
that.
feel like we brought you home from the hospital last week. How has this happened, you
But
know?
you did bring a baby home from
Well,
the
that was a
hospital
different child, yes.
recently,
Yes.
didn't you?
Congratulations.
Yeah,
This is number 3.
This is number 3.
Just had
yes.
our third in December.
You've been busy. It's that warm California weather, I guess.
Yeah, it was. We didn't really. We thought we would stop at 2, and then I don't know. I love them so much. The other 2, we thought, well, me and my wife were like, well, let's meet another one, you know. But now I think we're done. Now,
Yeah.
because my wife's sort of starting to talk about medical procedures with me. And that feels like a real giveaway.
Then it's over.
Yeah. I think it's happening.
Is it as challenging picking a name for the third? Because a friend of mine's having twins, and we're going through that process of all the names.
Are you going through that process
I am.
too?
Yeah, you're involved in it, of course. Well, everyone's got an opinion, and in truth, we had a list of names. We knew that we were having a girl, but in fact, she came about 4.5 weeks early. She arrived
wow.
completely. We had no idea that it was happening, and she came 4.5 weeks early, and we hadn't decided on a name. We had like a list of maybe 4 or 5.
Right.
And then on the day that she was born, she arrived, and she's crying, and I'm crying, and my wife's crying, and the nurse said, do we have a name? And I don't know why I said it. I just went, we're going to call her Beyonce.
great name. It's a great name.
And I was trying to just make my wife laugh in the midst of everything. And then the woman started to write down Beyonce Corden. And my wife then immediately didn't find it funny, and I had to remind the nurse that there is really only one Beyonce.
Yeah. There's not, though, because my kids, it's so funny. You can tell when Beyonce hit the musical scene because my kids go to school with a few Beyonces.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You can tell. I was like, they're exactly...
It's a bold move, right?
It is.
So she came early, though.
She was early,
you at work? Were you doing your show?
Well, no, yes. Well, so I was at the hospital. We'd gone for a routine kind of scan-type procedure because we'd had a little thing at the weekend, and we'd gone back just to check everything was okay, and the nurse was like, okay, the doctor, rather wonderful doctor that we worked with in Santa Monica, and she just said, oh, I think, I've got a feeling this is going to happen this afternoon.
And
there's no way to say, without sounding an idiot, to go, oh, I've got a show to do. Can you give me a percentage?
Yeah.
And both her and my wife's eyes just went... I'm not saying it's more important. I'm just saying it is something I've got to deal with. And then about 45 minutes later, it became very clear that it was happening imminently. So I did what I do in any crisis. I just called Harry Styles, and he stepped right up.
How nice. How nice that you have his phone number.
Well, he stepped in.
How did he do?
Amazing. Oh. Well, he stepped in the first night. Bryan Cranston did the second night. And they were, if I'm honest, they were both too good. It was actually annoying. I was like, no, this wasn't the plan. This was supposed to be a disaster.
Don't you? You always think you're so special, and then you're like, oh, literally anybody can do this.
We know the feeling.
We know the feeling very well.
He's hosting the Grammys. We'll talk about it when we come back right after this.
Very exciting. James Corden, the host of the Grammy Awards, the 60th annual Grammy Awards.
It's the 60th Grammy Awards, and for the first time in 15 years, we're going to be here in New York.
Right. At Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden.
That's a huge venue.
I've not been in there yet.
What do you mean?
I mean, I've never been in there.
What does that mean?
The show is coming up on Sunday.
No, I know, but I was there yesterday, but in a
But you've seen concerts there. You've seen a boxing match there. You went to a basketball game there.
The first time I set foot in that venue was yesterday, but I was in a very small office with no windows.
Well, that's every office.
Eventually crying on my own with fear, and then I hope at some point I'll be able to go in and see the seats. I've not been in there. I don't know what it looks like.
Ryan, tell him what it looks like.
Small venue, just like a local theater. Very intimate.
Room, low ceilings.
You should do plenty of a monologue.
Sure,
So what are you planning to do as host of the Grammys?
Well,
last year you were in your underpants. We're going to do some more underpants?
A little rapping last year.
I hope I'm always the first to be in my underpants, so if the opportunity arises, sure. But no, it's a strange show in many ways, because most award shows are, you know, lots of millionaires just giving each other statues.
Yes.
And you need a host to sort of bring some joy and fun and things like that. This is in a huge arena, and you have, let's be honest, the biggest stars in the world performing the biggest hits of the past year and the past decade. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to try and bring some little patches of joy wherever we can to the show, and hope that it all runs smoothly. But I think it's really the biggest mistake you can make is to think that it might be remotely about you as a host, when it really isn't. It's about the music and everybody else.
But I think that you have I will say, you have a joy and appreciation for music artists that is so apparent, that I think that you are the one person that it makes perfect sense.
Oh, you're very kind. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. I just sort of can't, I don't know, I can't believe I even really sort of get to be in the same room as them. But then if I'm completely honest, I feel that
the same
being
room
here now.
By the way,
yes,
the same room
a lot
or
of
the
people
same Range Rover, or, you know, I mean,
exactly.
It's all ridiculous.
And by the way, congratulations on Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit, you're
Yeah.
the voice of Peter.
It's out.
That's great.
So good.
couple of weeks. It's a really lovely film. I'm very, very proud of it, and the reaction that it's getting from people is really terrific. I think it's for mums and dads and kids. It's a really nice trip to the movie.
Yeah, your son's the perfect age too, right?
Oh
Isn't
man, he loves it. He's also quite a harsh critic.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He saw it when the animation wasn't finished.
Yeah.
And,
A few notes.
yeah, he was like, but no, but he absolutely, and he can't wait for all his friends to. We're all going to go and see it next week, and yeah, it's a really lovely film.
So excited for you. Hey, don't miss James as the host of
So
the
great to see
60th
you.
annual January Sunday on CBS.
We'll be right back with Eugene Levy after the break. Good to see you. All right, we're back. Our next guest has been making us laugh for years on SCTV and films like American Pie and A Mighty Wind. Please welcome the very talented Eugene Levy.
Thank you. Ooh, I like
Fighting a bug?
this.
Hi.
Yeah, I know. I got hit with this thing the other night, and
You did?
it's, you know, it's.
So
I'm
you're
here.
so you're being thoughtful. You are protecting other people from you. Usually, people are protecting themselves from other people.
Yeah, it's just the kind of guy I am.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
very handsome.
Well,
Eugene.
thank
Very
you
dapper.
very much. The
Thank
last
you.
time I was here,
Yes.
Regis was in that chair.
I know.
Well, thanks for coming back.
He's
Well,
aging.
thank you.
He's aging in reverse, isn't he?
Wow. Good God. How do you follow James Corden? I love James Corden. He's just so damn likable,
Yeah, he's
so
so-
damn,
Have you done his show?
so damn talented.
Have you done his show yet?
No.
I think you would be great in carpool karaoke.
Have you heard me sing? Oh.
I think you'd be great.
Well, I could definitely give it a try. It's not my, I'm not big with lyrics.
Me either.
When I listen to a song, I go right for the melody, but I never know what the lyrics are.
Just hum it.
I just kind of hum it, and that's what attracts me. Not
Make
not
it
the.
up.
I don't know any lyrics to any song.
Yeah.
We are told, and I hope we're right on this, that you are sensitive about your perfect hair.
Yeah. Why would you be sensitive about
it's
your
so
hair?
perfect. It's so good.
Well, it's just sensitive about it because it's the kind of hair that, you know, when I grew up, I kind of, you know, I wanted the kind of hair where you just kind of do that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it just kind of woes back.
Yes. Right.
Didn't have it though, so it was kind of had the afro back in the late
Yeah,
60s,
yeah.
70s.
There it is.
Had the oh my God.
That's from Vacation, right?
That's from National Lampoon's
Yeah,
Vacation,
right.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's definitely a look, but I would have preferred having, let's say, that look.
Well, you have this look.
Now, thanks to some very good people who can actually do this for
I
me.
got to tell you, I love your hair, and I love your look.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you.
Listen, we have to take a commercial. That's a scene from S Creek. We can't really say the title here. We're not allowed to say it. We can't say it. We call it S Creek.
If I
here.
say it, yes, they
Yeah.
call it S Creek. It's actually
Yeah.
a legitimate name. It is somebody's. You can find
Right,
that
of
name in
course.
any phone book.
I know.
And I think it's been on a lot of even maybe morning newscasts in recent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All the
I
time.
think.
We're the
Free
only
publicity.
ones. Yeah.
But it was the most apropos title for this show.
Yeah.
So the Rose family, they used to have a lot of money. They lost it. And what's happening now with them?
Well, the show is about, for people who don't know, it's about a very wealthy family who, through a very bad business manager, they lose everything, and they have to end up living in a little town they bought as a joke. I bought this for my son for his 16th birthday so he could have a framed deed of a town that is called Schitt's Creek,
Right.
because that was the joke. And now, when they lose everything, the only place they can actually afford to live is the town that they bought as a joke. So now they're living in 2 adjoining motel rooms. And the heartbeat of the show is about this family learning to come together as a family where they weren't before, because money was the Band-Aid that fixed everything. Right.
You know what's so funny is that you and Catherine O'Hara really have been my favorite couple on screen for so many years that it's like when I find out that you're not married to each other, I really do sink into a depression. I mean, you two are like magic together. You're magic.
Well,
Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
We've done a lot of work together. I've known Catherine for many, 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 many years, and this is about the 4th or 5th time we've actually worked as a couple. Best in Show, we were Jerry and Tetsu's Flash. Thank you. And what was the other? Oh, Mighty Wind. We were Mitch and Mickey. We were, and then I think we were played a couple of hedgehogs in Over the Hedge. We were actually a married couple in a little animated.
Now it's the 4th season of S3 premiering tonight, 8 o'clock on Pop. Eugene Levy.
Feel better. Thank you for being here.
We're throwing hatchets next. Stay with us.
You know, Ryan once made the mistake of mentioning that for a New Year's resolution, he was going to search for a hobby. So today's January is limping to a close. This is a segment to help him find a hobby that Gelman likes. Hatchet throwing. It's a competitive sport, a great workout.
Awesome.
Stress reliever. I'm stressed out looking at the hatchets. Let's welcome Stu Joshberger from Stumpy's Hatchet House.
Thank you.
Of hatchet throwing.
So, Stu, what do we need to know for my new hobby here?
Okay.
About how to do this and hit the bullseye.
Yeah, so the key is to become one with the hatchet, okay? So it's not about strength. It's not about...
It's not about strength?
It's not about strength. It's about technique.
Good news.
Okay, so it's maintaining a stiff wrist. It's stepping into the throw and releasing right at the bullseye.
What if you have terrible aim, Stu?
You line up the hatchet with the bullseye and your eye, and you're good to go.
Okay.
I know you can do it.
You're not muscling it.
No, it's more about technique than it is about strength.
Is there a flick of the wrist?
Nope, stiff wrist, throw out of your shoulder.
Do you want the hatchet to go like this, or do you want it to go head over, tail over?
Yeah, one revolution from this distance here, from the 12-foot distance.
One revolution. Okay.
Okay.
Got
Why don't you
possibly go wrong?
Like me to show you how to do it?
Where should we step?
Right here.
Okay, you're good. No, you're good. You're good right there.
Show us exactly the perfect
nice and
technique.
easy, release right at the bullseye.
Amazing.
Easy peasy.
What's the good fitness part, real quick?
Well, okay, so you're obviously, it's a full body workout, right? You're stepping into it, you're using your legs, you're using your core, right? So you're using your arms, so it's really, you're using every bit of your fiber to do it.
I've got my boots. We should come back and try it.
Yeah, we'll try it when we come back. Don't go away. We're going to throw hatchets.
More information at kellyandryan.com.
Stu, pursuing this new hobby, throwing the hatchets, what are the rules of the game?
Okay, so at the Hatchet House, the highest priority is safety.
Yeah.
So we want everyone to use their common sense, pay attention, never go in and pick up your hatchet while another person's throwing, obviously.
Okay.
No open-toed shoes. You don't want to risk getting a splinter because you get a bunch of splinters when you get in your hatchet.
Yeah.
So it's just using your common sense and paying attention.
All right, shall we try it? Kelly Ripa.
Yeah, I think that rule one about not going in there when other people are getting their hatchets is probably like the only rule that really counts.
You want to end up right at the line here.
Right at the line.
Right at the line.
Bullseye.
Here we go, Stu.
Okay.
Here we go, guys.
That's the 3 throws. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh! Here.
Another
one?
Okay. That was amazing.
Come on. Oh, you're getting
close.
Close.
Come on, Kelly.
I can't.
You got it, Kelly. You got it. You got this one.
So close.
Almost.
You saw it.
Come on, Ryan.
It hit the bullseye. Okay, Rai.
right.
Come on, Rai. Come on, Rai.
It's hard.
Ryan, you can do it.
Step right up to the line.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You were right there.
Right there.
You got to get it in.
Yeah! The winner, Ryan!
Major.
Stumpy's Hatchet House. Down New Jersey.
So I'm coming down to hang with the hatchet.
Yeah, you got
For your party, for your celebration.
It's located in Eatontown, New Jersey, so make sure to check out Stu Joshberger, everybody.
Thank you, Stu. That was fun.
That was
Good to see you,
great.
buddy.
Hey, thanks. Thanks,
Thank
Skip.
you.
Hey, tomorrow on the show, Ricky Gervais is here.
Tony Braxton is going to be here, and we're going to learn how to shoot bows and arrows.
Are we?
No, we're not. No, we're not.
I'm not good at that. All right, have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.